After watching Jeros's run in Crystal Legacy, I wondered, can I solo run it? And what better way to test this than with my favorite starter in Gen 2, the Cyndaquil line. So let's set those DVs to random, unlike our previous challenges, which we're doing it with 7, because I don't really have an open disassembly for this game. And let's get started. I've named this one Fire Sama after my artist. Thank you for all the amazing job that you're doing. I hope that you're gonna have a redemption arc this time, unlike my Coral run. And if you're new here, go ahead and check this one before you're watching this one, and welcome aboard. Looking at our base stat total, we're not that defensive and not that tanky, but we can hit hard and fast. And that's what we're gonna need in the solo run, basically. I went with the first one that I got, so I accidentally got a physical Cyndaquil. The stab is not gonna hit that hard. We're not that fast, because we almost got a 0 in our speed DV and 4 in our special DV. At least, our physical defense is almost with perfect DVs, and our attack is nearby that mark, with about 13 DVs. Let's put it into the test with Rival 1. Unlike Cyndaquil, Totodile's attack and defense are massive. That's why we're gonna play safe with 2 Leers. That goes to say, he only used 1 Leer, and with 5 more base power than what we got with Scratch, he pierced our defenses so hard that our HP is going down to red so fast that our berry is just activated. But by the skin of our teeth, we got by this battle because of our speed and great timing with Tuckle. Yeah, I never thought that this one is gonna be that hard, but I guess that there is a first time for everything. Well, let's name the rival something cool like exclamation mark, question mark. Now that's a unique name that is impronounceable. Great! I've skipped most battles and headed to the Sprout Tower. I can have some valuable experience points in order to increase my damage ranges against Faulkner and evolve my Cyndaquil into a Quilava. Unlike last run, which I was trying to do that as a Cyndaquil and had too many resets, and now when I'm at level 15, let's go and beat some sense into Faulkner. Faulkner is standing first, poor PG. He was gonna get burned by Ember, but at least he got a hit with Quick Attack, that's something. Now it's time for his ace, Noctowl. Unlike Pidgey, it actually has some bulk in the special department, so our Ember shouldn't do that much damage, but he has Mudslap and he can use it anytime now. Well, yeah, he decides to go with Pack. I guess that he's gonna attack us with a super effective damage that will ruin all of our chances in this battle, but he decides not to do that. We even activate his berry, and the battle is ours. We need to prepare for Rival 2 though. For my first playthrough, I only got by Rival 2 with Mudslap luck, and I'm not gonna do this in this run. I have other strategies in mind, but I'll need some better damage ranges. And that's why I'm gonna take some additional battles, and the easy experience from Union Cave. I got by the Hikers! I'm so proud of myself that this trick worked in 4 times speed. Anyhow, the Pokemaniac was an issue with his Larvitar. He had Stab Rock Throw, and this time the accuracy was accurate for him, but I got a burn. I thought I'm gonna reset with this random trainer while I'm trying to get my Swift TM, but didn't really happen, and I'm very glad about that one. Heading into Azalea Town, there is a key item which I would like to have right now, and that is the charcoal. But I'll have to beat Rival 2 in order to get this, and to get cut too. Meanwhile, we're gonna fight some rockets. I'll give him that. The creators have given them some decent Pokemons. That was interesting in its own way. The boss even had a water type, a Slowpoke. And that one was proven to be a bit problematic if it wasn't for my berry that I've been holding ever since the Faulkner fight. That battle would have been a loss. But luckily, I'm on the clear. After burning some poor bugs at Bugsy's gym with my additional battles, it's time to take on the man, the myth, the legend, the moth, Bugsy. Let's go. Bugsy has a Pineco. Nice. That means it could blow up anytime with self-destruct. We need to one-shot it, and we get it. Lydian is up next, and it's Survive. It has Thunder Punch, and we're being paralyzed. I mean, that battle could have been way different without any luck. But we even get a crit, and Lydian is out. With Scyther, I'm not even worried. What it can do to me? Fury Cutter? Nothing is gonna stop me right now from taking this Fury Cutter TM to myself and my Pokemon. I have a strategy in mind, in which I'm gonna use Defense Curl and Fury Cutter. And with this, we're going to the real legend, Rival 2. Zubat is the one that we're gonna set up against. However, it comes with a disadvantage. It has Supersonic. Once we're getting confused, we can lose a turn, or attack, or hit ourselves in confusion. That's why I'm preparing my defense. Once we're gonna hit ourselves in confusion, we're gonna do less damage to ourselves. And after that, if we're gonna set up fully with defense curls, or snap out of confusion, then we're gonna build up Fury Cutter. The big advantage with Rollout and Fury Cutter is that with Fury Cutter, you can change the move, and the combo is taken up as long as there is a successive hit. The Zubat is trying to break our combo. It succeeded once, but not on the second try. We snap out of confusion, and our combo is well built up. But Zubat decides to leave us with a souvenir. You guessed it, Supersonic. Nobody wants your souvenir, Zubat. Come on! Thank you! Can Larvitar be nice too? Yeah, he's considerate. Crocono? Can you do that one for me? Come on, do me a favor, rival. Everything just falls apart. And with Mudslap, it could have been the same, with a higher level. There's no consistency in this battle. But it doesn't mean we're gonna give up. We're at +6. I'm trying to set up a 7th defense roll, and I realized that it's not gonna work. I even hit myself in confusion, and nothing. That is nothing. Even if he's gonna decide to use Supersonic again annoyingly, we're gonna set our combos. This time, the game is on my side. We managed to get rid of the confusion on our 4th Fury Cutter. And on the 5th, you know what that means. Fury Cutter is a double-edged sword. It's a bug move. You start with 15 base power. You need to hit every single time to get this power. And Game Freak gave you 90 accuracy. Good luck with that. As long as we have the power, it doesn't matter. Larvitar, Crocono, they're all gone. Heading into Goldenrod City, it opens up a lot of options for us. The access to Headbutt, 1 copy of Thunder Punch, and Return. I'm not gonna use this in this run. Without any additional battles and additional errands, it's time for Whitney. Like Zubat, Clefairy is super random. Metronome can rule anything, from useless moves to super effective ones. We're gonna set up, just in case, we're gonna start praying for Fury Cutter to work. 1 Fury Cutter, Metronome with Water Gun. Yeah, I should stop talking. And it crits. Don't use Metronome. Good. 2 Fury Cutters. Don't use Metronome. Okay, rule something that I can use. Soft Boiled. Nice. Then we can crit with Fury Cutter. Now, our Fury Cutter is maxed out into 100 base power. Teddiursa? It's cute, but can't really handle this. And what about Miltank? You're right, it's a one-shot. After gaining a slight boost to our speed and our normal type move, in particular Headbutt, we can finally head to take the Squirt Bottle. Nearby that lady, there is a berry shop. That guy in green sells all of the berries that is inside of the game. Except for the Miracle Berry is gonna show up later, after beating Claire. Well, it's time to say hi to Usutsuki in Japanese, which is Sudowoodo, then to take some easy experience from the Kimono Girls. And afterwards, it's time for Rival 3. The battle is more straightforward. We got Dig and we got Flame Wheel on our moveset. Dig in this game is 70 base power with 20 PP, so why not using it? Larvitar is a joke. Croconaw, we trade back and forth Water Gun against my Dig. And I'm at okay health right now, 46 HP, not that bad. Houndour, get digged, buddy. And now it's Golbat. Well, we can use Flame Wheel, as long as we can hit. Golbat this time decides to go with Souvenirs and he wants revenge for last time. We get hit by Confusion. What is this? Am I losing? No, I'm not gonna lose. One more. Please. Fire Sama. Hit. Come on. And Golbat is out. Wow, I never thought that the rival is gonna be that trolly. I bet that Morty is gonna be the same. Let's see. Hunter can set up Curse against slow Pokemon and chip away at your health, while I have Dig and I outspeed, and I get rid of it as fast as possible. With Stantler, however, it can survive our hit, and it has Hypnosis. Luckily for us, the AI has a debuff, so we're saved! Hooray! Up next is Misdreavus. Psywhip? No, I can't. I left out so hard that I forgot that Gengar was being one-shotted by my Dig. Thanks to your Crystal Legacy. You gave me the best laugh out of all of this video. By the way, I got a blackout from a random trainer with a Quagsire because I don't have anything good against it. My next goal will be reaching to level 37. Then I can access Flamethrower much earlier than I would as a Typhlosion. That's why I'm gonna need a lot of experience. And thankfully the tag team trainers at Chuck's gym are over. I'm left with only 1 HP and I never thought that I'm gonna get by them. Now that we have a Typhlosion, and I'm at level 37, let's check those damage ranges. Chucky's lead is Hitmontop. That Hitmontop kind of reminds me of Bruno's Hitmontop in Gen 2. They both have Dig, and once you outspeed it, the Hitmontop is free. Up next is Sudowoodo. With Sudowoodo, I take the chance to use Dig because if it has Earthquake, it's a reset because it does double the damage. I'm surprised you got Rock Slide. Not bad. On the second Dig, that Osotsuki is gone. Now his ace, Poliwrath, is coming because it's a water type. It decides to do super effective damage. Or not, just use Mind Reader and lose your ace too. You know what you're doing. Oh, poor Primip, what can he do? Chuck is still a bad trainer, even in this game. Maybe his wife is right. He is getting a bit chubby. After doing the fetch quest the other way around, first I did the lighthouse, took the experience, then I realized that something is missing. The secret potion! Then I backtrack to Cyanwood City. I talked to the weird guy, he gave me the secret potion, and I realized that he is selling ethers. Nice, give me all of them! The battle is gonna be easy, for the most part. Jasmine's synergy with her team is really interesting in this version. For that I have the Charcoal. The Skarmory is not gonna be the issue. The Corsola, though, is the real issue. Rain Dance is cutting my power in half. Or more than that. Can't really recall. Even though I have an electric move for this, she's swapping out into Steelix. If I already picked my move because I thought I'm gonna be against a water type, that thing is immune to my attack and I'm basically losing a turn. I'm gonna get hit by an Earthquake for sure. Now I can only hope that Rain Dance is not gonna ruin my damage ranges. And it doesn't. Great. Corsola is up next, again, but we have Thunder Punch for this. While we were finishing off Corsola, the rain was over. So Magneton cannot hit us with Thunder, even though we outspeed, so it's never been an issue in the first place. The ace in this battle is Scizor. How fast can I knock all of his HP? Okay, that fast. Good enough for me. And now it's time for the Rocket plotline. The moment that you've all been waiting for. Let's not kid ourselves. It still is tedious, but at least they were trying to make some adjustments in terms of plot. I'll need to give credits where credit's due. With Lance, there is a mysterious person. We don't know his identity yet. Once we get there, the mysterious man is attacking the Rockets with his Nidoqueen. I bet that she's really bored from this part. Yeah, I know that this is very bad, but not that bad. Who is this mysterious man? Do you know? But at least they had some exotic Pokemons. I've been naming this voice track that I'm now recording as the boring Rocket plotline. That must have told you something. Now on to the less boring part, or so I hope. Price. Cloyster is delayed. Cloyster is bulky, but not especially bulky. Haha. Gyugong is pretty bulky when it comes to special defense, so I'm not sure if my counter for water types will work. I guess that overleveling does has its charms. Piloswine is up next. For that we have a charcoal flavored flamethrower. One shot. What about Sneasel? Sneasel was buffed in this game, almost close to Weavile stats, but it's nothing for the charcoal flavored flamethrower. And Jinx? Not especially bulky at all. Next time for sure I'm gonna cut the intro. You don't deserve it, Price. Darn, the Rockets are at it again. We need to save everyone at the radio tower. Let's get it over with. At least, in this game, they got a buff in levels. Instead of level 24, they're gonna start at level 31. But we're still over leveled for this part. No trainer is gonna stop me. Or at least so I thought. The fake director was something else. Monkey is a pretty bulky slime, but in terms of physical defense, we have an opening. That's why I decided to go with Dig. Unless it's gonna set acid armor, that's the case. It's better for us to just switch into our stab. With Rhydon, I thought, doesn't really have that much special. We're over leveled. I shouldn't really choose Dig. It probably has Earthquake. And my feeling was correct. One of them, at least. We're almost done. But Rhydon is being taken care of. With Nidoqueen, I thought that I'll have the same syndrome. I decided to go with Dig anyways, and my feeling was correct. No Earthquake in here. She's not a problem. Whizzing as well. With Nidoking, it doesn't have Earthquake, but it has something else. Stab Sludge Bomb. And we're already on low health. I thought that I'm done for. And thankfully, we're not done yet. But that fight was pretty close. Closer than I thought. I even got into another battle by mistake without healing. Yeah, how nice is that? Thanks to RNG, we all have super effective damage against all of this Grunt's Pokemons. And now, it's time to have a sigh of relief. But not for long. Rival 4 is up ahead. The battle mostly is me missing out on damage ranges because the game thought it would be funny for some odd reason. I get hit by Thrush, I get hit by Surf, from the Feraligatr, he even busts out the old trick in the book. Double Team. But thankfully the game didn't really mess this up for me this time, and we actually hit the Houndoom. Golbat? It's a one-shot. Nothing that thing could do. Not as a Golbat, that is. And the rival has a new addition to his team, which is gonna be burnt into a crisp. You guessed it, it's Victreebel. If you thought that the game was playing favorites back in Rival 4, in this battle against Archer, everything aligns perfectly. Starting with Whizzing, I'm starting by chipping away with Dig. He does Sludge Bomb damage, and I'm not poison. Then I go for Dig again, and it self-destructs. Beautiful. Gyarados is up next. We miss with Dig, obviously, because the Dig wasn't meant for the Gyarados. And we get hit by Surf, but nothing too bad. We had Thunder Punch. Out of here. Slowbro? Slowbro is pretty bulky. Will it survive my hit? Probably not. Then he has another exotic Pokemon, which is Taurus. Nice to see this Pokemon getting some love. I really like Taurus. And now it's fainted. And Houndoom? It's an easy answer. Dig all the way. This mysterious man decided to show up again and tell Archer how wrong it is to revive Team Rocket again. He removes his hat to reveal his face. It's Giovanni, and that's how they got disbanded. I guess that the story is finally having the closure that it needs. Good job, Crystal Legacy. I'm receiving my prize as a hero. 1 copy of Sunny Day, please. I got it from the 3rd floor, even though I can always buy an extra copy at the Blackthorn Mart, along with some other cool TMs like Sludge Bomb and Rain Dance, and even Psych Up. I'm entering into Claire's gym with a lot of confidence. Fury Cutter can do a lot of wonders, like it did to me in the past. Well, one trainer had something to say about that. He decided to paralyze me with his Dratini, and then things just spiral out of control. I thought that Fury Cutter is gonna save me, and they've spammed Dragon Rage after Dragon Rage, and I found myself with no HP. It's time to just get rid of Fury Cutter. I instantly reset because I thought it was gonna be a lot more quicker than blacking out. Where did I save again? Ah, I'm back at the Rockets again. Nice. The game showed me this time. Don't worry, with the power of editing, it's my sin to bear. I get the revenge that I needed though. Feels good, isn't it? Let's jump into Claire. We need to take care of the Dragonair first. That's where we're gonna set up the sun. But it decided to use Thunder Wave and make this battle more complicated than it already supposed to be. At least we can get rid of it in one hit. Gyarados is up next. It uses Fly? Didn't know that this thing can do that. Whoa, 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 what is this crit? I wasn't playing for this. Come on. Oh, we got it. Lapras is next, and it's another water type. She's attacking with Surf. The sun is still up, but now the sun fades away. I'm fully paralyzed. To rub salt into injury, she's using Resto Chesto. But don't worry, we'll get her next time. This time I have a paralyzed Cure Berry, but it does some weird interaction with the game. The game is displaying a text in which Thunder Wave is always missing, but it doesn't. Kinda gives us an immunity instead of one-time immunity. But the Dragonair is out. Gyarados, once we are outspeeding it, no problem at all. I mean, with Lapras, even though it survives, once the sun is up, Surf has nothing on us. We finally managed to get to the Kingdra for the first time. We're gonna set up the sun because the sun is fading away. That means that Surf is doing nothing. I love seeing this. And now it's time for Thunder Punch. Hey, it survived! We get the paralysis and Kingdra decides to leave us with a souvenir of a smokescreen. But we eventually hit, and Kingdra is out. Dragonair, no big deal. Once the sun is up, it goes in the same lines as the first one. We're approaching the 2 hours and 7 minutes mark before reaching the Elite Four. Overall, our run was really lucky. We managed to escape so much scenarios of bad luck, like Double Team, Hypnosis, sometimes Paralysis, and even Sand Attack. Nothing can stop us, but only one trainer, and that's Rival 5. He leads with Ursaring. That's some exotic Pokemon. We're gonna set up the sun as we usually do. We get hit by Slash, but no crit, almost no damage. And Ursaring is out. Feraligatr is up next, and he doesn't really have the special defense to tank this hit. Outta here. He has a level 48 Tyranitar? Is this even possible? Did the rival have the cheat code of Lance? I'm speculating on this one while I'm getting hit by Rock Slide. At least we have a Goldberry. A sound boosted Flamethrower is doing the 2-hit. The rest is basically very straightforward. Golbat's revenge cannot be completed because it's getting one-shotted. No souvenirs today, sir. Houndoom is up next, and we have Earthquake for that. Houndoom's defense is really low, so it's a one-shot. Well, what about Victor Bell? Get burned, buddy. Rival 5? Thanks for the easy experience. I really appreciate it. Now, time for the Elite Four. Like they say, never replace a good recipe. Send up the sun, and more of all, Slowbro or the Slow King has Surf or some kind of a water move. So we need to protect ourselves from that. Slow King actually survived my hit. Maybe he's gonna do Surf? Oh, he's just being forgetful again. He's forgetting that he's inside of a battle. Good on you, Slow King. XP on his special defense is decent, I think. Well, it doesn't matter. It dies anyway. Now, the Slowbro. I already know that it's gonna be on red, but it's not Surf, it's Psychic. And the battle is almost done. What can Cyndaquil do? Pretty much nothing. And we even crit. And that's Will. 1 out, 3 to go. I remember fighting Koga as a kid. This battle always seems to me like a very easy game. Once you have the fire starter, you basically set everything on fire. Except for one Pokemon in this version, which is Quillfish. We're gonna rock the earth with that. Because its physical defense is lower than its special defense, I'm not gonna fall into this trick. And the rest is basically straightforward. Up until we get to Crobat. Crobat is annoying as usual. It survived my hit. It sets up double team. The question is, are we gonna hit it? We hit? Yay! Leave it to Venomoth to get burned. 2 down, 2 to go. Bruno's team is a bit different, but not too different. He starts with Hitmonchan. He's squeezing in an attack of Mach Punch. I'm gonna set up the sun, and nothing is gonna stop me, except for him doing some damage with another Mach Punch, but that's not gonna help you, Bruno. Machamp is the big guns. It has Rock Slide. Luckily, I don't really need to think about it, because it's done. He has a Heracross instead of a Hitmontop. That's a good choice. That means that Grass type will gonna struggle in this section. Luckily, I don't really need to think about this all too much. I'm a Fairy type. Out of here. What about Hitmonlee? The same melody and the same song. The sunlight fades, and the only Pokemon that he has is Steelix. Steelix is still weak to fire. It's not particularly known for its special defense. So, it's 3 down, only 1 to go. Let's go. Karen's trolling starts now with Umbreon. She sets up double team. That smells fishy. I'm probably gonna miss for 100 times, or I get a crit and get rid of it in 1 hit. It even rhymes. Gengar goes down in 1 hit from Earthquake. Its defense is trash at the very least. Mercury is up next. Its stats got a big buff in this game, but nothing is gonna help him survive a Thunder Punch from Fire Sama. Houndoom? Same story with Gengar. The defense is not that great, so Earthquake should be enough. And it is! Now all is left is Vileplume. The sun is no longer there, but Vileplume, like Rival's Victreebel, is not gonna cut it. Wow. Am I gonna be lucky for the champion too? I don't know. Let's try it out. One thing that the battle with Claire taught me, always be on your feet in terms of status conditions. That's why we have the Mystery Berry. Gyarados is the lead. And the lead is down already? Aerodactyl is gonna be fast and it's gonna be... never mind, it's down. The Dragonite is the real problem. All of our attacking moves are resisted by that thing. What are we gonna do? I can maybe hope that setting up the sun could maybe make him miss thunder. Basically, it can't really paralyze us because of Mystery Berry, and like I told you before, the glitch goes on. It's not a one-time immunity. Hey, he missed thunder. Less damage to me, it's always good. I'll take it. Charizard is next. I set up the sun because I know that it's the most easiest Pokemon to set up on. His Flamethrower can't really do that much to me. Unless he's gonna set up Double Team. I miss once, I miss twice, I miss a lot of turns, I'm on red, and I finally can get rid of that thing. Say what? He sends out Zapdos. I know that I'm done. Now it's getting serious. Let's change the music. Lance, you've earned it. Let's try the Goldberry then. The Goldberry was already consumed. And the Dragonite sees it as an opportunity to use Extreme Speed. Now I'm in too much low health. Even though I got by the Dragonite just fine, the Charizard will KO me. Apparently the Aerodactyl is not so free as I thought. I get the bad roll. It survived on red. And now he can use his illegal Rock Slide, and my health is basically cut in half. I'm trying out the same trick again, setting up the sun and hoping for some misses. Thunder hits, and my Goldberry is activated. At least we can sustain that hit. And Thunder misses. And now he's trying to use Blizzard. Never thought that I'm gonna see that. But it gives us the damage ranges that we needed. He's using his Goldberry, but it doesn't matter. It's out. Whew. One out. Only one to go. I mean Dragonite. With the Lizard King, he's gonna use the same trick again. The sun fades away. I know that he's gonna survive my hit. I'm gonna set up again and hope that maybe I won't miss. He's using Wing Attack for some chip damage. And it's out, finally! Now that the sun is up, Zapdos doesn't stand a chance because it's getting one-shotted. My luck is pushing me forward for this battle. I'm on 79 HP. My berry got consumed. Come on, Flamethrower! He's using Outrage. Maybe it's our opening. I survive. 21 HP. It's out! I'm finally done with Lance! While Surge and Erica are getting some good beating, let's look at the splits instead. We stumble a bit on bad luck, with Rival 2, with Claire, with a random trainer. We're not talking about that. And with Lance, quite a lot. I'm not sure that we're gonna have too much problems, because after all, he is Flying type specialist more than a Dragon type. Kanto is pretty easy, at least in the vanilla games. The one thing that I really like about Kanto is that I can take the gym leaders in any order that I'd like. That's why I decided to go with the easiest gym leaders like Surge and Erica first, while advancing in the plot simultaneously. And I got to Janine, and I said, what these poison types can do to me? I got Earthquake, I got Sunny Day, and I'm not even gonna set it up because I'm so great. Weezing and Tentacruel can't really do it that much to me because their physical defense is not that great. But with Nidoqueen, she has Earthquake, and boy, that thing kind of scared me for a bit because I thought that I'm gonna reset. But at least Flamethrower did the job after 2 turns, but it did the job. Mud could be very annoying with Minimize, but at least the game didn't really hate me, and I got the hit just fine. With Crobat, things just got a bit out of hand. It survived my hit, and it has Sludge Bomb. And to make it even worse, I got poisoned. And I'm on red. At least, the last Pokemon is Venomoth, so no problem. For sure, I'm gonna take the leftovers now before facing Sabrina. Sabrina has an interesting synergy to our team. Mr. Mime has its way with consistency by using Thunder Wave. Thankfully, the game don't care because it's Kanto, so we can move on. With Slowbro, on the other hand, we cannot really one-shot it because after all, Slowbro is a tank. We get by Surf just fine. Jinx is very weak to Flamethrower in general, so with the sun up, doesn't really stand a chance. Now that the sun fades away, she has a Wub effect. I'm gonna set up Sunny Day. I'm gonna one-shot it, for sure. Uh-oh. Please use counter. Please use mirror coat. Nice. Yeah, the game do care. That's something. But don't worry, I got back to the Wobbuffet again. I'm gonna trick it. I'm gonna set up the sun. Sabrina is gonna think that I'm gonna use a special move, so she's gonna use Mirror Coat, but no, I'm gonna use Earthquake. I know this won't do that much. Hey, it worked! The rest is gonna be just as easy. Hypno and Alakazam are not that good like they used to be in Gen 1. They wish they could have been in Gen 1 all over again. And now, it's Misty time. Water type shouldn't be a problem once we have Sunny Day. And Goldak, it's your turn. I'm gonna set it up against it. And it's my turn to have some bad luck. It has Hypnosis. Fire Sunlight takes the time to nap. The leftovers and the sun kept me alive. And we finally got rid of Goldak. After a while though, but I'm glad that it's over. And now our arch nemesis is there. Quagsire decides to be annoying and said, "No, I want rain." And I said, "No, I want sun." We kept going back and forth like this up until I realized I should be doing damage. But now I'm on orange. The rest of the Pokemons were not such an issue. Her ace was Vaporeon. I was setting up the sun because the rain was up, and the game showed me this time it's a crit. Let's hold off for Misty and Brock as much as possible. On second thought, we have Blaine. Let's go there. Blaine had the most coolest fire types ever. No Macargos, Houndoom, Ninetales, and even Moltres with one-turn Sky Attack. Nothing can stop me really, not even Blue. He has some nice tricks though. He starts with Articuno. The animation is sick for Articuno. He's trying to whittle me down with Toxic. But as long as I can set up and one-shot the rest of his team, I will take no damage from Toxic. Articuno is a piece of cake, Machamp is too, and Gyarados, not even a question. With Alakazam though, my physical attack is not enough. That's why I'm kind of taking toxic damage, but it's only 1/16 for now. Things starts to get a bit scary with the Arcanine. He survived my Earthquake, and not only that, he sets up Curse, and he's using Extreme Speed to make sure that it's gonna hit and leave a hit, and with that trick, I'm on low orange health. Nice one! I'm gonna embrace that technique for sure. The bunch of coconut trees, eggs, or whatever, they are boiled right now. Let's go to Brock. Brock has it all. He has a type advantage and super effective damage against me. But one thing that is very common for most of his Pokemon, they have some bad special defense. Or at least my Gen 1 biases were telling me. So I thought about going with Firepower. That could work. At least not for Golem, that's for sure. Next Earthquake that it hits, it leaves me with low red health, by the way. I do get a crit with Flamethrower. At least the rest of the fossils are manageable with Thunder Punch. Now the big problem comes. Tyranitar. Maybe some of you would say that I have Earthquake, so why not using it? I couldn't really do the desired damage. I ended up being finished by Rock Slide. What about the next try then? I thought that Almostar was free, but he hangs on with a 10% chance by Focus Band. Things just spiral out of control with Surf. Tyranitar don't need to do anything in order to make me crumble, and my plan just isn't working. Not for now, at least. I could always head back to Misty, level 78. Is it gonna be enough? She opens up with Goldak. I'm gonna do the same. Setting up the sun. She's trying to get me to sleep, but this time, hypnosis doesn't really work. Quagsire is up next. Quagsire could be an issue. Let's hope that Earthquake is gonna do some good damage. Maybe a 2-hit or something? Forget that, we have a crit! What is this? Okay, what about Vaporeon? Maybe that can pose some trouble. Thunder Punch? Alright, it's on low orange. Maybe it's gonna use acid armor? Excuse me? Doesn't matter. It's out. Maybe the Kingdra will ruin my plans. The sun fades away, we need to set up Sunny Day. Maybe it's gonna use some strong water attack, and we need to prevent that. I love seeing that miss. And now we have our opening. Let's try Earthquake. Another crit? Huh? Am I playing the same game? Never mind, we have lepers to take care of. Thunder Punch? Alright, no crit. She's using Rain Dance. Oh no. You're not gonna trick me. I know, but my hit is gonna be the final one. And now her true ace, Starmie, thinks that it can do some massive damage with Surf. I'm gonna set up the sun. Left with that pathetic damage. Finish off Misty by blasting this punch into Speed of Light. Finally, now there's some justice. Only Brock left. Before that, really quick, let's head back to Viridian and fight Cal. Who's that? This is not Cal, it's Smith, and he has Raikou? Okay, I'm not even surprised at the very least. This game is so full of surprises. I got by the rest of his team, more or less, but the Dragonite was too much to handle. This outrage in this level, I couldn't really do anything to that. I blacked out, I took the experience, and headed again to Brock. Let's stick it to their low special. It's time to set up. And Golem decides that it's time to set up too. He sets up with Curse. That means it's gonna be slower. Now it's time for some firepower. Come on game, give me some good damage. Wow. One hit. Alright, I'm liking it. What about the Aerodactyl? Well, Aerodactyl, Helix and Dome didn't stand a chance to my punches, especially when they're special. The real threat though is Tyranitar. The sun fades away, and I need to decide what I'm gonna do. I kinda hesitate in here, as you can probably see. I decide to go with raw damage. Only one hit left. He decides to go with Rock Slide, but it doesn't matter. I survive, and the next hit is in the history page. The ace of Brock. It's not so scary. It's only a Steelix. With that much low special defense, I got all the counter badges. Finally. I'll need to go to Professor Oak and let him know that I finished everything, so Mount Silver will be open for me. I guess not. I'll need to face the Elite Four all over again. But it is what it is. Let's go and fight them. The synergy in Will's team is to outspeed you or to cut your speed if that doesn't do, and to chip away at your health. Girafarig is outspeeding me after setting up 1 agility, but the damage is so-so. Slowbro, on the other hand, couldn't do a thing because of paralysis, so I outspeed it anyway. With Slowking, on the other hand, the bulk saves it, and he wants to reduce my speed with Thunder Wave, but the game didn't really let him this time. Instead of Jinx, there's Espeon. Espeon can finally land a hit, because we need to set up in order to increase our damage ranges. And that's basically what Will has in this round. With Koga, there isn't much to talk about. I have answer for everything. Even for the new Gligar. I always thought as a kid that Gligar is a poison flying type, or poison ground or something like that. Koga is super easy, even with the buffing levels. Bruno has a different approach. Now he's using Swagger in order to prevent my setup. Do you know that feeling that you always hope that you're gonna attack in the next turn, and in the next turn it never comes? That's how frustrated I felt. But anyways, it was a quick reset. Once I have the Mystery Berry, everything is a no-brainer. You can't suggest that I won't set up against the Steelix. He's gonna set up Machamp. Machamp has something good against me. I don't want to get the risk and set up against it. Anyways, Karen is up next. Karen has evolved into her most trolliest form. With Umbreon, there is a lot of luck involved in there. I can set up, do some ton of damage, but after all, Umbreon has a lot of special defense, so it's gonna survive the hit. Which means there is a tiny time frame in which it can drive me insane with Toxic and Double Team. And if I'm not lucky enough, this battle can cause a lot of resets. While Toxic is draining away your HP. Luckily, I don't really get it, so whew, I can have a sigh of relief. Houndoom, even though it's a nice level, it's not nice enough to survive an earthquake from a level 82 Typhlosion. And now you're probably looking at the length of the video, and there is a lot from that. Will Lance will be a problem? Gyarados is at a nice level. To die by my punch. There's Tyranitar in this land. He sets up Double Team and that is his hand. Anyhow, Tyranitar's big shenanigans with Double Team didn't really work, thankfully. That could have gone so bad. Charizard is up next and now it's time to set up. And he has its own earthquake. Well, not too bad, because I can always use Thunder Punch and get the paralysis. Oh, now I know that he has Belly Drum. If he would have switched between Earthquake and Belly Drum, that could have been challenging. But I'm glad that the AI have its own stupid moments. Aerodactyl is gonna die by my punch. Dragonite, now that the sun is still up, we're gonna use Flamethrower. And it's on orange. He has its own earthquake, and it's pretty dire. I'll need to finish it off fast. There's no time to set up. The next Dragonite though, I don't really have anything but Thunder Punch. And Lance crits with Thunder. Maybe I'll get it in the next time. Remember Tyranitar? What if Double Team actually worked? Then you can hit for free with Rock Slide. I'm trying again Earthquake, just to finish it off because it's really low on health. Lance decides to pivot into Charizard in order to block successfully my attack. Then switching again to Aerodactyl to take one for the team. F's in the chats for Aerodactyl. Tyranitar is sent back to get punched in the face. Charizard didn't stand a chance actually. The Dragonite is the issue. I'm gonna set up the sun. Now with Earthquake, I'm on low red. The cherry on top of this turd sandwich is Extreme Speed. Nice. I grind this fight over and over again. Nothing changes. My strategy needs to be changed. It's time for Detect, Protect, Leftovers, and some rare candies. I'll be right back. At level 85, I can sustain more damage and I can hit pretty hard. Tyranitar is the problematic one. Well, part of the problem. It's gonna set up Double Team anyways. This time, luckily, I hit. Charizard is no problem. It goes down with Aerodactyl and one hit. On the other hand, Dragonite is not something to be underestimated with. I don't really have the sun up, so I'll have to figure out some way to make the damage. My best bet is basically Thunder Punch. It's neutral, it could cause paralysis, and basically I can switch between that and Detect. With Detect, I'm not getting hit, at least for the first turn. Then with my leftovers, it's gonna heal the damage, a bit by bit. I can finally sustain a second Earthquake from this Dragonite, and finish that thing off with a paralysis. I'm so proud of myself. Now here comes the second Dragonite. I'm gonna use Detect all over again. Keep in mind that unlike Protect, Detect only has 5 PP, so I'll need to think when to do that. And the Dragonites were the problematic part of this problem. But keep in mind, Detect like Protect, once you're trying to use them in succession, the second one can fail. And that's what happens in here. But luckily for me, Thunder misses as well because its accuracy it's pretty trash. I'm hitting with Thunder Punch and he's getting the paralysis. But now he shows me with paralysis from Thunder. I'm gonna move second. He has Rest to heal off all of the damage that I did throughout the whole battle. The Dragonite is a 3-hit, and I attack second. There's nothing I can do. I'm wasting my time, wasting my PP, not hoping for anything but a reset. It felt like an eternity basically, it just bleeds time and it's so annoying. The game finally comes my way. I hit with a crit, and that means the Dragonite is gonna snooze, and I can finally hit it while it's asleep. Wow, that battle took so much time. If I struggle with Lance, what am I gonna do with Red? At least I have some time to prepare myself. I flew to Mahogany Town. In that place that the Rocket Hideout used to be, there is an old lady who sells a lot of specific things, like the TM for Nightmare, Detect, even Defense Girl. I do have a lot of flexibility. I'm gonna reteach Sunny Day because I know that I'll be probably needing that. And I head to Red. Pikachu is at level 93. It probably has charm. Time for some earthquakes. Thankfully that thing is frail. Snorlax is next. That thing is a tank. I'm gonna set up Sunny Day. Now he's setting up Amnesia. Time for plan B! Earthquake! Okay, halfway there. Setting up Curse. Time for plan C! I don't really have a plan C. Now he's setting up Curse? Wow, I'm glad that that thing is behind us. Blastoise is the next one to show up. For that, I have Thunder Punch. I know that that thing is really bulky, so one Thunder Punch may not be enough. Red is doing a smart move by using Earthquake. It still does super effective damage, and you know the drill by now. Charizard is next in line. We have the same treatment that we did to Blastoise. It survived. At least we got a paralysis. That's something. He has Outrage. Pretty unique stuff, but not enough to stop me. Instead of Espeon, he has a Mewtwo. Is this the right time to run off this battle? Okay, you taught me into this. I'm gonna try out and do some damage with Flamethrower. Not that bad. He's going for some barrier. Who cares about defense when you have special moves? This Titan falls as well. He's only left with Venusaur, and the win is mine to take. No credits? Really? I have to fight Mewtwo all over again? Let's knock this one out. We need some epic finish. And I don't want to capture it because it doesn't really fit the mood. Ha! That one went fast. Fire Sama finished the game at level 86 with only 19 resets, with a real time of 3 hours and 29 minutes and 39 seconds. Considering that Crystal Legacy has more mandatory battles than in the regular vanilla run, some splits may seem longer, and I played with the animation on. Lance was something else, and both times, that's where Typhlosion struggled for most of the run. Other than that, it was only bad luck. So, overall, we had some pretty good run. I'm looking forward to see how the Meganium line and the Feraligatr line will do in this game. Up until then, we have some new party members that we need to announce. Forgive me if I butcher your name. Welcome aboard, VZ Vegeta, Awesome, and Sekionide. Thank you for joining our squad, and if you'd like to join our squad, go ahead and join the squad by subscribing to the channel and announce yourself in the comments down below. Because in the YouTube region, the text box for catching new Pokemon is super glitched. Remind me that you're there so I won't miss you out on the next video. And if you really like the video, make sure that the YouTube region knows that as well by liking this video. As for this December, Crystal Legacy got updated. You bet it I'm gonna try it out with Feraligatr and Meganium. Now there's challenge mode and regular mode. Up until next time, and I hope that it won't be that long. I'll see you all there. So remember to stay awesome, and take care.